everyone, Squee913 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect the Third. Changed my loadout for shizzle. Give me my gun. Right there. Boom. Baby. Alright.
Squee, be careful, you're going into catchphrase territory.
Boom, baby! You know what? I'm gonna go with just the why am I oh right, because I don't have any weight capacity yet. Oh screw it, I just won't worry about powers for now.
I usually don't.
Vega! Give me my fire ammo. Oh yeah, and it'll be great. I'll get to keep the fire ammo even after he leaves.
Make sure you plant it on both of your weapons.
Ooh. Fire ammo, please. Good sir. Thank you.
Now your gun shoot happy festival fireworks.
Yay! Let's take a look. Hee hee. Alright. Just sniping them a little bit.
Sure look like it. Cerberus, what are they doing here on Mars? Good question. You don't know? I'm not with them anymore, Caden.
Yes, we should probably explain. This is an Ironman, and he died, so he has to do this over again.
Yeah, the rules of the Ironman, for anyone who's new in the stream, I would assume anyone watching this on YouTube should know by now. Otherwise, why are you watching like episode 136 or something? Basically, anytime... I've started with Mass Effect 1, and every time I die, I restart that game over, using each game as a checkpoint. Meaning, Caden, I'm talking. God, rude. No, if I make it all the way through Mass Effect 1, which I did without dying, then I can go to Mass Effect 2. James, I'm talking. Stop it! Stop it!
Well, one thing's for sure. They're no friend of the Alliance. Agreed.
Anyway, yes. If I die, I start that current game over. I died once in Mass Effect 1, then made it all the way through. Made it all the way through Mass Effect 2 without dying, and then got partway through Mass Effect 3 and then died. So, started again.
You even rewarded yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Shepard, I need a straight answer. About what? Do you know anything about why Cerberus...
No more rewards this
Do you
time.
think I know what they're up to?
Nope.
You work for them, for God's sakes. How am I not supposed to think that? I use them to take down the collectors. That's it. There's more to it. They rebuilt you from the ground up. They give you a ship.
Can I skip this? I can skip this. Why was I not skipping
You
this?
don't trust Cerberus? Fine.
Oops.
But I am done explaining myself to you.
Whoops! That's not what I wanted to say. Oh well. Shelly's
She
upset.
just got really upset about something that he said.
So clear?
Or she's upset about the eyebrow thing. She kind of snapped at somebody.
She got a little upset, yeah. I don't really blame her, though. It's like every 30 seconds, Caden's like, Shepard, Cerberus stuff.
I personally think it's because she feels threatened by his eyebrows.
I was so worried when the reports came in.
Yeah. If you actually look at his freaking eyebrows, jeez.
Why'd you come?
Yeah.
There are some thick stuff right there.
Maybe.
Alright, I gotta be careful. I want to skip things, but I don't want to just press spacebar over and over.
I guess I'll believe.
It's not a weapon. It's more than we have. The archive, assuming. so.
Careful.
What do they have?
Yeah, they seem.
They want.
Very careful.
And anything?
Just might be some.
So it's a race to the archives.
Oh, he just disappears.
We got company.
Bring it on. What?
Get back to...
Get out of here, James. Go.
Looks like they found us.
Alright, now. Liar's squad. Liara. Stasis bubble, lady. You get that. You get that, and you love it. You own it. Okay?
Okay, you like it.
Get it. You like it. Bam. One of the best powers in the game. I was thinking, is there anything in this game that you would prefer warp ammo over, like, armor or fire? I mean, any sections of the game. Because, yeah, sure, there's, like, banshees and stuff, but they're few and far between. You know what I mean?
Reapers in general, I guess.
No, because most of the Reapers actually have armor.
Yeah. Warp. I'm quite sure warp still works against that pretty well.
Well, yeah, but not as well as I would say. I would think fire and armor piercing. Or in other words, it would work just as well.
I would generally prefer fire because of its headshot damage.
I was just wondering if there's any reason to invest points in it. I don't really think there is.
I never really played with that character. I stuck fairly tightly to my strategy.
You can't hide forever.
Hee. Oh my god, look at that poor guy.
Good.
He's hanging by a leg. Oh god, it is bent the wrong way too. Good times.
At least he believes he's flying.
I believe I can fly. No, really, I believe I can.
Okay. Just, don't.
Okay, fine. Gotta go tap this thing first.
I did the exact same thing when I first played. First, like, I went up there, I'm like, I found something.
The
Oh.
Reaper invasion. The next, there was chaos. Didn't even realize it was Cerberus at first.
Oh yeah, but Sora, as to what you said earlier, if Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't come out on computer, I don't think you'll see me doing a Let's Play of it, because I'm not going to go buy a console just to do Kingdom Hearts. Boom! Love that.
Yeah, look at their bodies just floating around. The train stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I think I was supposed to do, like, cover kill or something. Eh.
Let's do it.
Access to the pedway. Controls should be near.
I don't think so.
I don't need that stuff.
I got a rock.
Damn it. Security's been tampered with.
Everything in this game is so well constructed. Besides, you know what?
Yeah, but we will abstain from talking about that till we get to the end.
Yes.
We did have a rather lively debate last night over Cerberus. There are some people who think Cerberus was not handled well in this game, and others that think they were. But as far as the ending goes, we're purposely avoiding ending talk, because otherwise that's all we would ever talk about.
Yeah. Let's see. My thoughts on Cerberus. I didn't get as much excitement as everyone else going like, oh man, did you read the comic? This guy
This guy did that thing.
Like, but at least he actually presented himself well while actually playing the game. So if I didn't read it, I didn't have this huge disconnect.
Well, no, and I'm not. By the way, Chad, I'm not asking to restart the debate. I'm just kind of getting Piff up to date. The argument was a lot of people don't like the fact that Cerberus went from being kind of morally ambiguous to being straight up evil, simple evil. And there's some people out
I think
there.
they handled that well.
I like me personally, just because I guess my take on it, I always thought that he was an evil dick, so it seemed like a logical move for me. But some people didn't, so you know, whatevs.
There is a large disconnect from like what he initially like wanted to do and what he's doing now.
Right, but I just assumed that was all because Reaper.
Yeah, that's like it's still really hard to believe that, but hey, I don't know everything about the freaking mind control thing.
Alright, here we go. Oh, I leveled up, so let's see. Do I want to level anything up? Do I want to, say, level up my defense? I can't level up my defense matrix yet, but that'll be the next thing on the block. Actually, no, you know what? You know what?
need fitness.
I'm going to level up fitness. I'm going to reset these once I get to the ship anyway, so I'm just trying to see what will help me get through this mission.
Ah. Well, and freaking just the health and whatnot is pretty important. It helps.
Pretty important. But, so yeah, I don't mind debates about the game's story as long as we are not talking about the end, because, and like I said, it's not that I don't enjoy lively debate about the end, it's just that's all we would do.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could throw a
wanna
grenade through the
see-
window.
Maybe. Never tried. If it doesn't, it would surely blow up the window.
Well, I don't know what happened, actually.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this thing is actually setting them on fire or not, or exploding them. Whatever those explosions it's talking about. I don't know if these are taking place. I haven't noticed one yet.
Nor have I. Nor have I.
I might just reset it and go for the extra damage. Who knows?
I don't know exactly what it does, so I couldn't really say if it's working or not.
Rebel and I already have debated the Krogan, and we've basically come to the conclusion that we both just feel differently about it. So, it'd be a very short debate. It'd be
I
like
want to debate.
it'd basically be, I think the Krogan should be saved. I think it's too dangerous. Okay. That'd be the end of the debate, because it's one of those like, where do you go from there? It's not like I don't understand why Rebel thinks it's dangerous. It's just a chance that I'd be willing to take, and not one he'd be willing to take. End of debate. Right.
We need to pressurize the room first.
I want to debate something.
No, what?
I don't know. Just in general.
I don't care what. Just want to debate.
I don't like cake.
I was just so focused on finding a way to stop them.
Stopping the reap.
But what if we're wrong?
That's not really a
What
debating
if these
point,
are
though.
Alex's Liara?
It is.
I know.
Yes, you do. You do like
How do you
cake.
do it?
These are the
You've
reasons.
always stayed focused even in the worst situations.
When there's so much at stake, I think about my friends, loved ones. What I'd lose if I failed.
Me too.
We'll stop them, Liara. Together.
I believe you. Or I believe that you believe. Maybe that's enough. Okay, doors open. We can get to the labs and tram station through there.
Good. Let's move.
Reeve without Eve. That's a tough call, and I would probably say that if I had Reeve and did not have Eve, I might actually chose to... No, I wouldn't do the Genophage, because here's the thing. Will the Krogan become a problem? Possibly, but is the Genophage killing them? Yes. Sooner or later, the Genophage would pretty much result in genocide, as far as I understand. And the thing is, it's like, it falls into the argument of judging people on actions they haven't taken yet.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, Reeve would declare war, and, it's going to be an inevitable thing, and I understand all that, and it would be a really tough decision. I'd have to think about it long and hard. But, see, here's the problem. I can't condemn an entire race based off of the bloodthirsty actions of one. That's I'm not sure that's something I could do. If there was a way to just condemn Reeve, that's great. But I would be condemning every Krogan ever for all eternity because of one bloodthirsty warlord, and I don't know if I can do that. Grenade!
What else is a thing that a lot of people talk about in this game?
Me. I'm a big deal.
I don't know.
You know why? You know why I wouldn't promote the genophage? Because here's the deal. You know, because some people say, but you can avoid war. You know, you can avoid war other ways too. You could always send STG to go take out Reeve, and then install someone in power that's much more agreeable to peace. You don't have to condemn their entire civilization to that horrible genocide forever. You can just do some selective housekeeping. Does the game give you that option? No, of course not. But there's no reason why you can't think that that wouldn't be on the table if you do what you want to do. So actually, that's probably how I would reason it. I'd say we're not going to do the genophage. That was a horrible mistake. We're going to fix that. And then is Reeve a problem? Sure. But there's other ways to deal with Reeve. Hell, if Shepard survives this, maybe she'd go take care of it herself.
What else is a thing?
Well, that did not matter at all. I lost my fire ammo.
What other complaints are about this game? Not enough telling people that they need to sleep.
No one to cook food. Auto dialogue. But I guess that's kind of just an opinion thing.
Oh,
Oh, hi there! Like, that people were upset that instead of it being dialogue trees, a lot of it was just kind of you talking to the crew without being able to choose options.
I think it's a lot less blatant in the other games, but it was still auto dialogue in the other games.
Well, yeah, I think basically, I think people are upset that when talking to the crew, a lot of it became much more like Zaid and Kasumi in the second game. And I agree that, while I do agree that dialogue trees would have probably been nicer, it's such a small complaint that I don't even consider it, you know? I mean, the auto dialogue was fine, it fit my character fine, it fit my relationships and how I felt with the squad mates just fine, so I personally didn't have a problem with it.
And I think it had enough variety in the choices that you chose, that the auto dialogue didn't feel like a linear track.
Some people feel Liara is BioWare's favorite character. I can tell you they definitely put a lot of love into Liara's character, but I would argue that Tally's romance is just as meaningful as Liara's.
Mm-hmm.
And,
but not the other character.
and for someone who's supposed to be BioWare's favorite character, she's woefully absent in the entire second game. Unless you get a DLC, which is completely optional content.
Yep.
That's the tram line. Takes us right to the archives. No doubt Cerberus has it locked down. Hopefully we can override it at the security station.
There's really not much to debate about this game.
Mm-mm.
I find it very agreeable in many sections.
I literally still think this is the best game I've ever played, minus the last 10 minutes.
Ooh, I think the side quests are kind of dumb.
Why? I like the side quests.
A lot of it is pretty much going, I need this. You don't actually get to be able to do that, and getting it is pretty much getting missions.
I don't consider. I don't even consider the side quests. I thought you were talking about like Grissom Academy and.
No.
Those are side quests, you know.
What?
Those are side quests. Grissom Academy is a side quest. Grunt is a side quest. Samara is a side. Those are all side quests.
Alright.
They are not integral to the main story, and you can complete the game without doing them. Therefore, they are side quests.
That's an understatement.
Can complete the game without doing them?
Yeah, you don't have to do Samara's mission, or Grunt's mission, or Grissom Academy, or any of them.
Stay out of its sights.
Huh.
Yeah, I understand why you wouldn't know that, because why wouldn't you do them? But you don't have to do them. But you mean like I do agree that it was kind of like, oh my gosh, we could really use this obelisk, and then you scan the planet, and there's the obelisk.
Damn it.
Yeah, and what really ticked me off, I guess it's more of a me thing, but did anyone else feel like really freaking annoyed when like they gave you side quests and you couldn't complete it until later?
Yes. Not incredibly annoyed, but it was a problem for me. I do like the actual... You know what? Even if you consider Grissom Academy main quests, because I would kind of consider them too, just like I consider loyalty missions main quests, the N7 missions were fun. In fact, I think they were more fun than the N7s in the second game.
N7 missions?
N7 missions in the second game were the tiny little missions where you like, you know, where you were messing with the blue suns, or where you had to go turn on the power generator again. Basically, the little missions you found just by scanning planets.
Oh, those.
That took like 5 minutes. In this game, they're the ones where it's like you're raiding a server. The multiplayer maps in the single-player game.
Oh yeah, those. Yeah, I definitely felt they were better in this one. But going around talking to people and doing missions like that, I felt that they did that a lot better in the second game. Where like even the littlest mission was actually pretty like interesting and
I do agree.
Characters and stuff.
My big gripe with the little missions, the little like, you know, things to help people around the Citadel, is they actually have like time limits and don't tell you anything about there being a time limit at all. There's just like
Really?
the journal system in this game wasn't very well done. Yeah, like basically if you don't complete it, and we're not just talking about plot events make it no longer possible. There's always that too, but there's like if you don't complete it within a certain set period of like time or before you've done so many missions and whatnot, you just can't do it anymore. It's gone. It was a cool idea because they were trying to make it feel, you know, this person needs this now, and if you don't get it to them soon, they don't no longer need it or whatnot. But they didn't tell you this. They didn't say anything about it. So you had no idea that you were on a timetable.
I actually never noticed.
Like if they had said, I really need this, but only if you can get to me soon or whatnot, then I wouldn't have had a problem.
They've made it to the archives.
You know, if they connected the like miscellaneous things that you just looked around and that wasn't really connected with anything, but still need dialogue, they connected that with like the mini story things, that might have been much better.
That's not fair.
But I still don't like how you still complete it, which is like you scan something, you find a random thing, you give it to this random person, and that's the quest.
Come on.
Right.
It didn't really feel like you did anything. It's more like you found
This.
you found complete mission. You didn't find a thing for a person in particular. Yeah, they have a little bit of like what you should and shouldn't do, and like what things you get from doing what, and like what people are getting from so on and so forth. But nothing particularly feels like it matters, even in a personal or overall level.
Boom! Boom again!
So yeah, that was my one particular gripe with the game in particular. That was the one thing I dread when I like think about playing this game again.
Yeah. But yeah, it's everything about this game was so well done. The levels are really fun. The level design's great. The story, the characters, the mission, the overall theme and feel, all of it was fantastic.
Battle mechanics were great.
And the nods to the earlier games. Like, I think they did, you know, considering how ambitious it was to try and connect all three games and have all your decisions matter, I think they did an admirable job.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think they misfired on a few of them.
of course, but considering that no one had ever attempted something like this before, I wasn't expecting a perfect. But, I mean, they had things like Balak. I mean, come on, they had Balak. They had a lot of things that really matter. Like, for example, a perfect example is Captain or Major Kirrahe. You know, in Mass Effect 1, he's a character you could save if you did enough side things, but in Mass Effect 1, it didn't really seem to matter whether or not you saved him or not. And it turns out that if you took the time to actually save this guy, things were could be incredibly different in this game. In other words, like, let's say you killed Thane in Mass Effect 2. You know, in this game, I'll try and be spoiler-free, but Thane does something really important in this game, saves someone's life, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if you killed him in Mass Effect 2, but saved Captain Kirrahe in Mass Effect 1, Captain Kirrahe will do the same thing. And if you didn't save Captain Kirrahe and got Thane killed, then that person just dies. So it's really neat to see that something that seemed kind of inconsequential in the first game turned out to have a major impact on the third. And that's in addition to all the stuff Major Kiriki does on the Solarian homeworld in this game.
And I would agree with the person in chat. Garrison 2 and 3 was much better than 1. Garrison 1 was kind of non-existent.
Bland, a little bland. I think that the overall arc was fine because the Garrus you met in 1 was kind of like... I always looked at him as kind of like an inexperienced version of you, you know? Kind of like you took Garrus under your wing.
Yeah. Okay. They really didn't do too many of your teammates very well in the first game. I will say that. I think the only one that I really connected with was Tally.
Tally, I like Tally. I like Liara.
Yeah,
I loved
Liara
Rex.
did have a lot of stuff.
Rex was good.
Rex was neat in a few scenes, but when you actually try to talk with him, there wasn't particularly too many interesting things.
I don't know. I really enjoyed Rex's conversations, talking about his family and all that, and the Krogans in general. I like Rex. But Caden, Ashley, meh.
Yeah, especially Caden and Ashley.
I liked Caden. He just wasn't really all that interesting. The thing I liked most about Caden is that he seemed like the one video game character who really had all his crap together. You know, he didn't.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's got issues. Everyone's got these problems, and he was like the one guy that really seemed like a nice, dependable guy who got his baggage squared away, and that was actually kind of cool. Just, I do remember the first time I played this game, and you're talking to Cade, and he's like, you know what? It was a long time ago, man. I've squared it away. I'm good. I'm like, did really? You know this is a video game, right? You're not supposed to have this stuff squared away. It's supposed to be an issue that only I can solve.
Like a detective.
And then people complain that he's very, very emo in 3. I haven't seen it yet. Of course, now, I've only played a little bit of 3 with him, because I had Ashley, you know, when I did my playthrough. And the only thing I've seen of Caden is what I've seen in this Ironman playthrough, and admittedly, I didn't get too far. But so far, I haven't seen anything I would just say is incredibly emo. I would say that he is a bit emotional, but considering everything he's been going through in this game, I think that's completely... You know, emo is not emo unless it's it's not understandable. It's excessive.
Mm-hmm.
Having some emotional problems because your world is being destroyed and you had your face implanted in a shuttle and everything's kind of going wonky, that's not emo. That's what we call...
He's thinking about his... life
and
stuff
one
like
of
that.
his best friends / maybe lover who was rebuilt by terrorists. He's not sure how he feels. I mean, look, the guy's got issues he's got to deal with.
This situation is confusing.
Yeah, it's not emo. That's what we call normal. But now he may get later on. I don't know. We'll see.
I actually don't remember. I do remember his since I was a male. I do remember his odd dialogue. But it's not completely unbelievable, as a lot of people assume that it is.
Fascinating race, the Protheans. They left all this for us to discover, but we squandered it. The Alliance has known about the archives for more than 30 years. And what have they done?
What do you want?
The data
I've seen you.
I am done talking to you, Tim. Shelley Shepard never liked Tim.
But that data, I'll rid the galaxy.
your vision.
I'm done with this.
Enough talk.
I love that. Was that in the first or second game?
Interfere with my plan.
Where he's just talking with the council and he's like, I'm done with this. Shut off the feed.
That was the first. And you could do it several times.
I love that.
And Shelley Shepard did it a lot.
It's being erased.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, the first one wasn't bad storyline wise. I really don't want to play through it again because of the gameplay.
Yeah,
But,
the gameplay is acceptable for me. Like every once in a while, like maybe every year or two, I'll get an itch to play it again. And there are some things I even kind of like about the gameplay, but let's be honest, it's 2 and 3 is leagues beyond 1 when it comes to gameplay.
yeah.
I do
I
enjoy.
actually didn't.
I was gonna say, go ahead.
I didn't actually like the the battle system in 1, even before 2 and 3 came out. Like, it was just something that was really not enjoyable for me.
Yeah, it had its
Because it felt
frustrations.
really dull.
It definitely had its frustrations and problems. I really enjoyed, though, like the open world explorations with the Mako and all that good stuff.
Yeah. I didn't particularly like the Mako.
And last night we did come to a kind of a conclusion, because, you know, a lot of people are saying Joker and Edie having a relationship, how would that work? Because it's, you know, she's a robot body type thing. But if Dr. Eva over here was able to pass herself off as a human amongst other people for a prolonged period of time, we would assume that she has the ability to feel like a human.
By the way, I love this scene.
Yeah. I freaking love Vega. Because, you know, if she didn't have the ability to feel warm and soft like a human, if someone brushes up against her, they would be able to tell something's weird. So my guess is that robot has the ability to mimic a human. So Joker could theoretically, you know, snuggle up to Edie.
Sure. Was the argument initially just like, would she feel like a human, or was the argument like...
Sex, I think. It always starts with sex, doesn't it?
Alright. That's... I would have to say to the people who go like, it has to be, like, how can they be in a relationship without sex? I'm like, are you kidding me?
I don't think they were saying how could it be in a relationship. They were just saying, poor Joker, he can't do it.
Okay. They're talking about that in particular. I think there was an exact line for that, actually. She's like, I'm fully equipped for that.
I think so, too, yeah. Why Cerberus managed or bothered to... Well, no, it makes sense, because they know how powerful that could be for that, you know what I mean? Like, maybe that thing needs to infiltrate... Hey, Caden, meet the shuttle. Shuttle, meet Caden. You guys be good friends now. No, but it makes sense that if she's an infiltrating unit, perhaps sex might actually help her achieve her goal. As weird as that sounds. Caden! Oh no, I didn't know this was gonna happen. Okay, raise of chat hands. How many people thought they were really dead? Because I did. The first time I played this game, I was like, dude, they killed Ash.
I actually, no. I thought I was like, that would be really dumb if his head was just smashed into something and that would kill him.
What are you talking about? That could kill anyone. You smash someone's head into something?
In real life, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Now, at this point, like, when Shepard picked her up and was going, okay, she's probably just really injured, but when it first happened, you saw her crumpled on the floor. Considering everything this game had done so far, it was not beyond me that they had just killed Ash.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, is that what happened? Like, just, like, yes, a powerful hit, but he had protection on.
Well, like I said, it didn't. The feeling didn't last long. It's just when I saw Ash crumpled on the floor like that, I was like, "Oh God, they killed Ash." Oh no, she's fine. Well, fine is a relative term.
But it did look like an extremely hard hit that should have done a lot of damage.
Right.
Maybe not as much as it did, like, in the game, but it did look like a pretty brutal hit.
We have to leave the Sol system.
I know.
The Citadel is our best chance. We can find help.
Get us to the Citadel, Joker.
Citadel Joker now.
Hold on, Caden. See what you and Edie can learn from that thing.
See Edie hiding up the robot. I could do that.
Alright, we've got plot development here. Let's see how fast we can blow through it. So, we're 2 episodes in, we finished Mars. Let's say another 2 episodes. Another episode to get through Citadel. Episode to get through Javik, episode to get through Garrus, episode to get through Grissom County. We can do this in a few hours, maybe.
I was worried Cerberus might try something. Did you get the data?
Most of it. He downloaded some of it.
Wanna skip?
Edie and Liara are
No,
What?
I have to be a hologram.
I haven't played any of the DLC, King.
Preliminary evidence suggests the data is a blueprint for
I
a
want
weapons
to.
device.
I want to so bad. I really do want to play the DLC.
A weapon.
But I'm
Massive
purposely
inside
holding off
capable
till towards the
of
end game.
unquantifiable levels of destruction.
Look at this thing.
We'll do our own analysis. If Liara's instincts are right, this might be the key to stopping the Reapers.
I hope so.
You see this thing? This thing here? Yeah, it's awesome.
We're taking him to the Citadel.
Sorry to
It's
hear
totally
that,
awesome.
Now, when they showed this, I really did think that it would just be a Deus Ex Machina sort of like thing.
I'm gonna check
I kind of expected there to be a Deus Ex Machina thing from the beginning because the Reapers were so powerful. How were you really going to beat them conventionally? I mean, I know it sounds weird because I made a video of how I thought they could do it, but I didn't think they would use my idea. I'm not even sure my idea would have worked. So I kind of expected from the beginning it was going to be a virus or some doomsday weapon that, because the Reapers were just too powerful otherwise. So at least they did a good job of it because instead of it being a surprise Deus Machina, you knew from the get-go you were building one.
Right. And I think it's really weird that a lot of... Well, actually, I won't get into that. I'm just surprised at the people's reactions to it, basically.
Yeah. But yeah, Huzzah, I think I'm going to do the DLC. I really hate waiting this long, but I'm going to do... I think I was told the best time to do it... I think it was you, actually. The best time to do it was do the DLC after Sanctuary, but keep the other two DLC so that you do the Citadel DLC, and then you can go do the other two DLC because there's things that happen only after you've done a mission or something. It kind of stinks that I'm going to have to wait till the very end of the game to do the DLC, but hey, it's something to look forward to. Something to work for. Skippy, skippy,
You might have
skippy.
time to go by the medical center if you want to check on progress.
You go on it.
See.
You know what? I'm going to do something a little differently this time. Excuse me. Excuse me!
Commander. I suppose you want even better.
Scary face. What have you done to Harvey face?
Wars can be. I've got a line. Can you handle an arrangement? Like
No,
Are you talking
because...
about her face in general?
Yeah. No, I can't handle that arrangement because you look creepy, lady. Alright, we're going to end this episode here. Thank you all for watching. Next time, Citadel shenanigans. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to record the Citadel shenanigans. You guys already... it's just going to be a bunch of skipped dialogue that you guys have already seen, and there's no chance of me dying. So, I will get back to you guys.
Funny, just like what somebody walked up to you and stabbed you.
I will be back to you guys when I do a mission of some kind. So, see you then.